What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to talk about two important topics. The first one is how to push through lack of motivation, and the second one is how to make decisions more quickly. So first of all, I want to talk about how to push through times where you have lack of motivation. And honestly, I don't have anything you haven't heard before, but I'm kind of reiterating advice you've probably already heard. And the reality is that some days you're going to wake up and you're going to feel really motivated, and some days you're going to wake up and you're not going to feel motivated. You're going to feel tired, your focus is going to feel strained, etc. And the important thing is to, what I think, is to detach your actions from your emotions. So you got to get out of the habit of only being productive when you feel good and only doing the actions you have to do when you feel good. And what I like to tell myself is that 1 week from now, you will not remember how you felt today, but you will remember the actions you did, and the results of the actions you did will still be impacting you. So that kind of acts as a comforting thought on the days when I'm really not feeling good and I really don't want to put in a full 10-hour workday or whatever my goal is. But then I remember that a week from now, I'm not going to remember the fact that I wasn't feeling great today. And also, even if I was feeling great, I wouldn't remember that either. So all that I will remember is the actions I'm going to take. And I'm going to be so grateful next week if I take the actions today that's going to set me up for success. So that's kind of a little bit of a mental trick that I use. And the other thing really is that in times when you're not motivated, it really does come down to just putting one foot in front of the other and showing up and completing the tasks and not being a perfectionist and being easy on yourself. In that, I think it's really important actually to tell yourself, say, hey, look, I'm not feeling my best today, so I won't be performing at 100%, but maybe even if I perform at 70%, as long as I get all the tasks done, all the actions done, that's still gonna be pretty good, and it's still gonna take you one small step closer towards your goal. The second topic I want to talk about is making decisions. Now, it's been said that, I forget the name of the actual philosopher that said this, but what he said is that every decision we make is actually a snap decision. Even decisions that we take days and even weeks mapping out lists of pros and cons and weighing out different alternatives and the probabilities of different things happening based on what we choose. At the end of the day, we still make a snap decision. So every decision is a snap decision. And what this philosopher argues is that, we might take 6.5 days to weigh out the pros and cons. When it comes to decision day, at the end of the day, the way your mind works is it's still basically a snap decision. And what he argues is that there is so much information in the world, and even in a simple decision, there's so much information that plays into what the outcome of that decision might be. I mean, even a simple decision like, do I want to go to the networking event A or networking event B? There's an infinite number of possibilities of how either one of those networking events could change my life. Maybe I meet my future business partner at networking event A, maybe my future wife is at networking event B. It could be like any combination of people you're going to meet, coffee, follow-up meetings, the people they're going to introduce you to, etc., etc. And it's impossible to even come close to having enough knowledge to know the whole model of how it's going to work out. So regardless of how much research you do, you're still just scratching the surface and you're going to end up making a snap decision. So what he says is just learn to make decisions quickly. Embrace that. Have a decision cross your path, spend a few minutes thinking about it, make the decision, and move forward. And the cost of indecisiveness is almost always greater than the cost of the wrong decision. So this is something I struggle with a lot. I'm constantly overanalyzing. And what's important is to realize is that overanalyzing a decision is such an uphill battle because we can never actually know the right choice. Just make a quick best guess, move on, and stay productive. And acting in this way also just gives you a nice feeling of flow through your day-to-day activities. So that's all for today, guys. As you can probably tell from the topics of this video, it was a bit of a grind, but I got through my 10 hours of work. Tomorrow's Sunday, my day off, and I will see you guys on Monday. Later.